Start off with the video of the kid falling off the roller coaster.
Oh my God, you saw that
you
in
see it?
Orlando?
Did you see it?
No, we can't show people dying.
Oh, okay. Well, can we watch it?
Oh yeah, I guess we can watch it without.
No, okay. We don't need to watch it.
Sure, I don't mind.
It's so sick.
My family's so funny. They like send that in the family group chat.
Really?
Yeah,
They were like.
it's some Brazilian family stuff, I guess. They just like.
Did you record?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh,
We're
lit,
live.
lit. Nice. Hey, nice to
We're
see you,
live.
dude.
Cheers.
Cheers to it's a Sunday morning pod. Or Sunday brunch pod.
I like the Sunday morning pod.
Yeah, I could get used to this. It's very casual.
Yeah,
Just during football Sundays when in September it'll be a little bit difficult.
Oh, yeah. yeah, because they have games are like pretty early, right?
Yeah, they start at 1:00.
Mm.
And then sometimes they have the and those start at 10 a.m. Maybe even earlier, maybe 9 a.m.
I stopped for a second there, but we're good.
Oh, we're good. And back.
We're back.
We're back. We didn't do anything.
Anyway, Sunday games they start as early as 9 a.m.
For when they play in London, yeah, they go to 9
Oh
a.m.
yeah.
Which they do a few times a year now.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually thinking about taking up games in Moscow next year.
That was a good one. I like that. What was I gonna say? Why do they have like the NBA too? They have
Yeah.
games in London. Is it just to
Just for-
increase the fan base?
Yeah, it's to make it more of an international sport. You know, it's hard to compete with soccer and on just like the global level.
Yeah.
Like you're never going to get to that.
Mhm.
But competing for like that second tier of Oh, you're good. You're good. That's just not going nowhere. Competing for like that second tier of most famous sport. I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of people can argue now like that MMA is becoming like that second level global sport just because of the
Yeah.
actual content of the fighters themselves.
It's
you know?
also really nice that with MMA, which NBA and NFL you'll never get,
Mhm.
is that international representation.
Right. Yeah.
Like
You'll get it in the NBA, that's for sure, with
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Euro players.
Right.
But I mean, the NBA players make so much money.
Mhm.
It's next to impossible. That's why these guys are idolized.
yeah.
It's like next to impossible to relate to them when you're making hundreds of millions of dollars. Like
Mhm.
Luka Doncic is set to make $50 million just next season, you know?
Yeah.
So with MMA athletes,
These guys are struggling.
dude, you saw what happened with Patty Pimblett?
No, what happened to him?
He, I forgot which Barstool podcast he was on, but he was talking about how much he got paid for his most recent fight, which was like the big London card.
Mm-hmm.
He made you make your guaranteed money and then you make your win bonus.
Mm-hmm.
He made $12,000 to show and $12,000 to win. So he was only
Wow.
guaranteed $12,000 while being like the headline of not headline, but like a focal point of the marketing campaign, did a ton of media, a ton of press. And if he didn't win, like if he would have lost that fight, he would have only made 12 grand for that. He wouldn't have been able to afford anything.
Yeah.
And he got a 50K bonus on top of it, but that's just because he won and he was in spectacular fashion. But like, come
Wait,
on,
how much bonus?
50K?
That's crazy. So it's only pretty much the majority of the money comes because of the bonus of
Yeah.
winning
Right.
in a good fashion.
Exactly.
That's so dumb.
It's not
It
like
should be the other way around. 50K guaranteed at least.
exactly.
Should be more, honestly, but
Yeah, as a starting fighter. And here's another crazy thing.
Mhm.
So this is Patty's second fight in the UFC.
Mhm.
It's March of 2022.
Mhm.
Conor McGregor, his second fight in the UFC was I think it was January of 2013 against Marcus Brimage,
Mhm.
and he made $12,000 to show and $12,000 to win.
Mm.
So it shows you that in the last 9 years, where the UFC has like been bought and sold for more than like $4.5 billion,
Mhm.
the second fight pay for a fighter has not changed in a decade.
Yeah, even though UFC is clearly much more popular than it was.
So much more money now than they were a decade ago. I mean, billions and billions of dollars more now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of nuts. And Patty, he kind of took it in like the, I understand what I stood up for, like what I signed up for aspect, which is like, you got to pay your dues, but
Yeah, it's tough.
you can't. How does he pay any of his coaches? How does he pay his
Mhm.
agents? Because he has a marketing agent. How does he pay Barstool now? Because
Mhm.
he works under Barstool as one of their athletes. It's
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, I would imagine Barstool pays him, right?
they
They're
pay him, but
they're
I'm
sponsored.
assuming that he definitely has to pay some form of, because he's a signed athlete to them. So I'm pretty sure like as far as like marketing representation, it's all through Barstool.
Mhm.
So I think a portion of like maybe his merch sales or
Mhm.
yeah, you're probably right where none of his fight pay will probably come out, but
Mhm.
like his merch sales probably all through Barstool.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, they get a portion.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts. I mean,
Just imagine
I
trading.
guess we'll see.
Imagine trading for like 4 months and then getting paid like. Imagine he lost that fight.
Mhm.
He only gets 12 grand.
Yeah, like if you get upset, that's it.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Your career's ruined.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, it's good that he won and in a good fashion, but
Right.
it's tough because it's funny too because NBA players they start off broke for the
Mhm.
most part,
Right.
unless they're like the child of an NBA player,
Mhm.
and then they grind right and do it for the
Mhm.
passion, but then
Mhm.
eventually you get the bag,
Right.
you know. But
It's
the
true.
MMA players or MMA fighters they
It's still unproven.
grind and it's like still all passion.
Yeah.
Almost. It's
Yeah, even when you make it to the UFC, I mean, there more. Again, as time goes on, more fighters will make like more money.
Mhm.
That's just the nature of it.
yeah.
But like in basketball, for example, I mean, if you're top 15, again, it's all there's drafts, there's whole processes. In MMA, it's like you can get signed by the UFC, like Hamzat Chimaev was, and then in less than 1 year, you are now one of the top contenders. But that doesn't mean you're necessarily making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, you're not.
Yeah. And he's definitely the exception to the rule too.
And- yeah, and he's not
like fucking killing it.
And he's not making millions of dollars either.
I'm
you
so
know?
scared for Gilbert Burns. I think
Yeah, that's
gonna be a
s-
crazy
it's coming up very soon.
Yeah, when
April
is that?
April 10th, I think.
wait, I don't want to fucking oh there we go. Burns versus Chimaev.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds actually? I'm curious.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I have no idea.
Hamza Chimaev, Mox Gilbert Burns. Saturday, April 9th. Can we see the whole card? No, guess not. April 9th.
Chimaev is really 6'2".
He's lanky.
Yeah,
He's 6'2". Wait, what weight class is that?
it's welterweight. Yeah,
What is that, like 170?
this is the next card. It's gonna be amazing. Oh my gosh.
Wow, yeah.
We should all get together for this Saturday, April 9th.
Yeah, I'm down. April 9th, the weather will finally be nice again.
Yeah. Wow, that card is crazy. Mackenzie Dern.
Peter Yan, easy.
That's my favorite female, and that's not Valentina.
Mackenzie Dern?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the video, though, of her like English getting worse and worse over
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
So funny.
It's just what you do.
You probably just don't practice enough and then it like starts to slip.
It's hard.
Yeah. I
Um,
fight.
Fighting.
I want to win.
I want to do the fighting. Aljamain.
Oh, Kelvin Gastelum even.
Yeah.
He's good.
I wonder who's on the prelims. I bet there's good fights
I
on
hope
there.
he-
Go up.
Kelvin Gastelum is one of those guys who I hope does well, even though
Yeah.
he's been struggling lately.
The
Oh, the prelim.
yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be good. Yeah.
Aidana.
Ian Gary's fighting, and then that guy
Oh, he's
Dricus
like the
Duplessis.
Connor guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's gonna be a really good fight. And then you got Anthony Hernandez versus Dricus Duplessis. Duplessis is nuts. He's from South Africa. Yeah.
That should be a good fight then.
Yeah, this is a great card.
Cool.
Excited.
Early prelims. Is Tucker Lutz fighting?
Mickey Gall is fighting. That's funny.
Oh, do you know these guys?
Mickey Gall is the guy who fought CM Punk.
Wow.
Gavin Tucker?
He like fucked them out, right?
Yeah, Gavin Tucker. That's not Tucker Lutz, right? Go down.
No.
Nah,
Tucker Lutz is Tucker
that's
Lutz.
the boy.
I wonder if we can Google Tucker Lutz next fight.
Tucker Lutz has cards now.
Yeah. That's crazy. I wonder if Dio still talks to him.
Of course, I'm sure they train. They train together. Yeah. Tucker Top Gun. Lutz,
Top Gun.
Wins 12. You should get him on a pod.
Imagine.
We easily could.
UFC Fight Night.
Let's get him on.
Isn't that what is Joe Rogan calls the UFC pods? UFC. Wait, no.
What?
UFC.
The watch parties?
No, he does.
Fight Companion.
Fight Companion.
Yeah. I used to love watching them. I used to literally mute the shows and just listen to him and like Eddie Bravo
Yeah.
and Brian Callen just talk for hours.
That's awesome.
It was so good.
And he probably has like so many random facts and stuff that he just like spits out while also watching
yeah.
the fight.
He's got dozens of them.
But
and-
he has another thing that he
What?
still does.
like what are you talking about, Willis?
He just like has UFC fighters on, but he doesn't call them normal episodes. He calls
just like MMA episodes, like MMA.
Oh yeah,
Hour?
JRE MMA show.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. It's
We can-
it's literally just the same exact show.
Yeah.
It's
Just with-
there's no
just
structure. It's just with an
fucking
MMA.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he did
I
the
love
first one, and it was just him and Jamie. I remember watching it. I was on a flight. It was really good. Yeah,
Wait,
but
the
it's just-
MMA show he did it with
it's
Jamie.
just
It was just him
he
and
didn't have
Jamie
a guest
talking.
on for the first one.
That's so funny.
He was just explaining that he wanted to do a more MMA central one.
Yeah.
But you know what I've been listening to, which is really good,
Mm.
which it kind of reminds me of like when me and you talk about it, is Yo MMA Rap with Lewis and David.
Oh,
Dave.
okay.
It's actually really funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 'cause-
Wait, Dave Smith?
Yeah, Dave
I didn't
Smith,
know
they
he
started-
talked about UFC.
Yeah,
like
he loves.
I remember
UFC.
they mentioned it when we went live. Actually,
Yeah, it's really
feels
good.
like a minute ago.
I think that's. Oh yeah, it's crazy. We didn't
We
even
saw
record
LOS
since we went
live.
Yeah. Dude, look at my hairline. Hold on one sec. Oh, crazy.
Doesn't look bad at all.
It's bad, dude. It's bad. We're bad. But yeah, no, dude. We went to go see LOS. Dude, my hairline is bad. Don't tell me it's not bad. I know it's bad. Yeah, no.
Take minoxidil and
I
finasteride.
just gotta take him. Sponsored by Tim Dillon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps.
Keeps. That's what it is.
Keeps.
That's what
Keep
it is.
your hair today.
Keep your hair
Use
today.
promo code 10.
Just suck my dick
Anyway.
and fuck my ass.
LOS.
LOS. Yeah, it was so fun. I had such a good time.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's cool. It was like, I feel like even a mediocre episode I would have enjoyed, and it wasn't. It was a good episode.
No, we had a lot of-
Anthony Cumia is very
Yeah,
funny.
and it was fun. I watched back the thing they were doing with West Side Story, and it
Yeah.
was so funny.
Yeah, that was really funny. I loved when they were watching SNL.
Oh,
Like we were just watching SNL, and he's like, "All right, guys, we have to actually do a podcast.
There's like an actual show here. We just get watch.
Can't just watch
They're just
another
all-
show that's more funny."
They're just sitting around the table laughing to the clips as we are. It's like what we do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, the crowd was so friendly.
Yeah, it was a good crowd too. It's so weird because I feel like usually, what I was worried it was going to be is like, you know, you go to a comedy show and it's like people that are going out for a comedy show, not
Right.
fans of the show. But
Right.
it seemed like it was a lot of LOS fans.
Everybody kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah, yeah,
You know? It was, which is
Some-
cool.
yeah. Except some of them were like, "All right, you definitely come here too much. Like you're a big LOS fan." You got
Yeah,
that
like
vibe from
you
some-
don't want to be a big LOL. Like you don't want to like go there every week.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you want to make.
You
that,
don't want them to recognize you.
You don't want that at all.
Yeah, that
As
was
cool as they are, though.
Speaking of them recognizing you, though, there was that one guy with the laugh that was funny.
Oh
And then-
yeah.
and then he was, I think they were like, ew, or what's her name? Kim Congdon.
Yeah.
Who was surprisingly funny too.
She's really funny.
I appreciated that. And then she was like, ew. That guy probably goes too much too.
Yeah, that crowd looks like a lot of regulars.
Yeah.
The food was good though. Fries are chill.
Yeah, that was, I was surprisingly, pleasantly surprised.
What did we eat before that again?
We went to that, it was like Australian or some shit. I don't
Oh yeah,
remember
we
the
went to
name.
Ruby's.
Ruby's.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
that was tasty.
had a bit of a day.
Yeah, we made a night out of it. We had a fun little Monday night. Usually don't do that.
Yeah, it was cool. That's what I like about it too. It's a Monday night, so you're not gonna get like it's you
won't get like the weekend crowd of like,
yeah, that's the other thing is you only are getting people who know what's going on here. Nobody's like just walking in on a Monday night to a comedy
Right.
show in the back of the restaurant.
right. I think they also record on Fridays. I bet that crowd is much
Much rowdier and crazier.
well, maybe not much rowdy and crazy, but like more like regular people,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it might be a little less fun of a crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
It could
Bunch
just
of
be like
randos.
people who see that and they say stuff.
People-
And it's like what?
People would walk out. Like you can't,
Yeah.
you can't just randomly
Say
go
the-
to one of
the
those
words.
shows.
Yeah, it was like Lewis saying the words that he said.
Lewis says the gamer words.
He says the gamer words.
He's Puerto Rican. He thinks it's okay.
Puerto Rican rattlesnake. Yeah.
But
So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
it
That
was
was
a
really
lot
cool.
of fun. It was a good time.
How long ago was that? Was that like 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago?
No, not even. No, it's got to be like 2 Mondays ago. It'll be 3 Mondays ago tomorrow.
Oh, okay,
That's
gotcha.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we really haven't done much since then. Fuck.
No, yeah, I guess so. We haven't been recording too much, but we got lives. It's so
lives.
it's what we talk about all the time. It's like so impressive. Or wait, no, it's not that impressive when you think about comedians and their schedules. How
Yeah,
like you literally just like spare 1 hour a week and then you make
Yeah.
a ton of money when you have a big podcast.
And
you
you're
know?
also constantly working at night. You have like early morning to all day, free of to do literally whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
We're the exact opposite.
Yeah,
we're like we work a full week and then we meet up at some point to record after that.
Yeah, exactly. And you just have like hobbies and shit like that. So you can
Yeah.
fucking fit it in.
Girls,
Socializing and set and stuff like that.
girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
Cat takes up all my time. I can't record anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Does she listen now or?
You know, she listens every now and then, but she's like, she doesn't listen to the whole episode. I remember she didn't listen to like the first 7 months of us dating.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
I don't think I would tell tell somebody that I do this immediately if I started dating them.
Yeah, when I met her,
Get like comfortable with them first.
yeah, when I told her at the bar when I met her, I was like, yeah, I have a podcast. Please, for the love of God, do not listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how it went down.
I'm like, usually it's funny because you're supposed to try to like sell your thing that you're doing, but usually if I comes up somehow, I'm like, yeah, it's bad though. Like, don't actually look into it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
But here we are.
Here we are.
Recording it. I went climbing yesterday. It was an overnight thing. I started at
Wait. Yeah, go into detail.
5 or 6 p.m. And so now the gyms that I go to are 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
And so to celebrate, one of these guys had this idea we go to the first gym until they close. Then we went to Brooklyn to another gym and climbed there until like 6 a.m. or so.
Oh my God.
And then we went to the one that I usually go to on the Upper East Side.
When they
climbed
opened?
there. No, still pre-opening because you
Okay.
can now it's 24 hours. You just
Oh, you
scan
just
in, you
scan
can go in. And so then we went there from like 7ish to 10, 11.
That's crazy.
It was so funny because people. So it was like a social thing too. So
Wait,
like
so you
people
did
came
that-
afterwards.
So you came here after that?
No, this was yesterday. Saturday.
I'm like, yo,
Saturday
how,
morning.
how burnt out are you?
I would be,
right now?
no, that wasn't. I was like feeling. It really all felt like a dream.
Yeah,
You know, it was
yeah.
crazy. I haven't
That's
not
awesome.
slept like that in a long time.
That's
too.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot.
How
of
many
fun.
people went?
It was 5 of us.
Nice.
Yeah, which is like surprising because everybody I talked to about this, they were like, "That sounds like a terrible idea." Like I'm not in. But people did come out the morning after. So Saturday morning when we were there, people started like pouring in, and they were just like, "Oh, that's awesome!" They like brought pastries and stuff. It was,
Oh shit.
yeah, it was really cool.
You guys were like drinking or just doing it?
Oh, just climbing. Just we had snacks and stuff, and just somebody brought cards for when we were like just too burnt out.
Yeah, your
Forearms
fingers.
and fingers were just like.
Play some poker.
Yeah, we played this game. It was called Israeli Bullshit, and it was actually a lot of fun.
What is it?
I'm not crazy about those kinds of card games, but like, it's so everybody. So you're in a group, right? I think you need at least 3 people. And then everybody gets 4 cards,
Got it.
and there are all of the same suit. So you do like let's say there are 4 people. You do 10 Jack King Queen
Got
Queen
it.
King. But then there's a 5th card that is the Joker,
Right.
and so one person has 5 cards. Everybody else has 4.
Got it.
And you have to convince the person. Oh, the game ends when one person has 4 of the same suit.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
And so, but whoever has the Joker loses. So you have to convince
Okay.
people that you don't have the Joker while passing the cards around.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it now. It's similar to bullshit.
Yeah, very
I see.
similar.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
similar. I don't know why it's called Israeli bullshit, but
No, it's pretty fun.
yeah.
I love bullshit, especially at camp. It was my favorite game.
Yeah.
You just got to say bullshit.
I'm such a bad liar, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just like, oh yeah. So when you pass the person the card, you could say no, and they have to give you a second card.
Right.
And you can say no again. They can give you a 3rd card, but you have to take the 3rd card.
The only difference between that and bullshit works is you're dealt the entire deck to the amount of players in bullshit.
Okay.
And every time you put a card in the middle if somebody doesn't call bullshit on you, then you get to go to the next person. But if they call bullshit and it's not that card, you have to take the stack in the middle.
Yeah.
And then if it is the card, then the person who called bullshit has to take the stack. So
Okay.
it's very similar.
Yeah. Sounds similar.
I just went to to Syracuse last weekend, and I went on a gambling trip with a few of my friends.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, it was nice until I realized how much casinos suck.
Oh yeah. Are
Dude.
you over casinos? I feel like you used to like going and like.
I don't
Playing
know.
poker?
I'll like them again maybe next time I go, but I did not do too well this time.
Oh really?
I've been doing so well with sports gambling, so it's fine. Like, it's insane how hot I've been.
Really?
I've been
Is that why you've been betting on fucking Japanese
Yeah.
Division 3 soccer?
And been hitting like a goddamn.
But it's random then at that point, right?
I haven't watched a single sport that I've bet on that's not UFC.
Yeah. You don't even look at their records or anything?
Absolutely, I put no consideration to it. I go by live betting.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going while the game is in play is when I'm betting.
Okay.
So like, here's what I'll do.
Uh-huh.
It could be Colombian women's soccer,
Mm-hmm.
like for example. The score will be 1-0 in the 49th minute.
Mm-hmm.
The under for the game is 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 115, whatever it is. It's under 3.5 sometimes. It's a much higher. It's like minus 180, 190.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The only thing I'm putting into consideration at this point is these two teams need to score X amount of goals in this amount of time when they've already only scored this amount of goals in this amount of time. That's all I'm considering. I think that's good enough for me to take. I'll
Yeah.
put 1 unit on it. I don't think about it as money.
Yeah.
I'll just place one.
Yeah.
I think in live betting over the last 2 weeks, I'm somewhere in the range of like 64-65%, which is like
That's really good.
absurd. It's
Yeah.
way better than you could ever want.
Yeah.
So up like 29 units. It's been absurd, but
That's so good.
it all started when I was really at the casino and I was down. I came was like, I'm bringing 500. No, I brought $600 with me.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
I was-
you just bring it and you expect to lose it. Just like have fun with it, right?
Exactly. The first night I'm down 500. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I went down 500 in less than 3 hours. I've
Whoa.
never done that before in my life.
Yeah.
On blackjack, on roulette, on craps, so
Yeah.
bad. So second night, it was like I only had $100, and I lost that pretty quickly. And I was like, all right, well, all of my friends are playing, and I'm not going to be the one who like drags everybody home.
Yeah.
So I just start going crazy with my phone and sports gambling at the because there's a sports lounge, so I'm just drinking there, like watching all the games. I start like placing live bets on all of the March Madness games because they got them all on at the
yeah.
same time. I'm hitting, I'm losing a few, but I'm hitting. I ended the night after being down 600 in cash, up $400 in total because I had won like $1,000 in just sports betting.
Yeah.
And then just kept since that trip. Now after this week, I'm gonna kind of cut my wins here and just take
Yeah,
it.
start slowing down.
But dude, I mean, betting on the stupidest shit ever, like Indonesian basketball, like
Holy shit.
the
They have
U21
table tennis too, right?
U21 Fiji soccer,
Wow.
like that type of shit.
Who is even like scorekeeping on that?
I have no idea, but the book is like it's fucking incredible. Like they have every single sport I could possibly imagine. Like, look, let's see what's live right now. Not that I'm gonna place a bet because
Yeah.
I already got a few.
I feel
going.
like I always wonder too, though, like especially with the bigger leagues, like if you're betting on NBA, for example, what do the bookies know? Because they usually win.
And bookies almost always win. Yeah.
And how do they know though? You know, do they have more information that regular people don't, or something?
I think they just honestly, you could like probably figure out more than I know. It's less the bookie and more like
Maybe they're setting the odds.
the odds are obviously also set in favor to a point, to I guess to an extent of multiple factors. Like I guess there's algorithms that
Yeah.
determine a lot of these things, but you got to think about it like what they're saying, Vegas always wins. If you bet a certain amount of money and you consistently bet money, you will eventually lose that money.
Yeah.
That's just the way, that's the
just
nature of it.
Nature of like probability
You
and all
could
that
sit
shit.
down at a blackjack table and get so fucking hot to the point where you win 2 shoots in a row, which means you win the whole stack, then they reshuffle and you win again. You could be up 10 grand.
Yeah.
But if you sit down for 10 hours, you're most likely
gonna
not going to be
lose.
up 10 grand.
Yeah, it's just like
You know?
basic because the odds are always against you.
Of course, unless you're counting cards, obviously that's a different story.
Mhm.
But like, let's look what's live right now. Let's
Sure.
see. Let's see what soccer's live right now. Okay, we got Spain La Liga 2.
Okay, that's probably bet on a lot.
Costa Rica Segunda Division, Iceland League Cup, Israeli League, Italy Serie C, Lithuania Liga.
Series C, you got excited.
Yeah, a little. It sounds nice.
Division 3? Ooh.
Yeah, D3. Mexica Liga Women and Sweden Women.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. We'll get a little action.
Swedish women's soccer?
Swedish Women. It's in the 80th minute, under 5.5 goals, but there's already a total of 5 goals. So that's a little risky. 10 minutes left to play. All right. We're going to do one.
Do you think the Swedish ladies can pull it off?
Swedish holds. I'm gonna say they could score easily here. We're gonna do that. Boom, slam.
I'm speaking to the mic.
Speaking to the mic. That's me. Okay. We're just gonna do a quick little parlay action here. We'll do $50 submit. This is just for the pod.
Just for the pod.
Just for the
$50?
$50, yeah. So we're betting under 2.5 goals. Lucchese Libertas v Roborcine, parlayed with the under for Fidelis Andria vs Bari, parlayed with the under for Santos Laguna vs Monterrey women. All right, so we'll see what happens here.
What women's leagues were those?
I don't even know. One of them was Lithuania, one of them was Sweden, and I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I like that you didn't say versus, you said vis.
Vis. Because I was in the accent.
Yeah, you were doing the accent.
I thought I was a part of it. But yeah, so...
You're feeling very Lithuanian
very
there.
Lithuanian. So I'll let you know if I'm up 50 or down 50. So it's up 175 or down 50.
Cool, that's exciting. The pod bets.
Yeah, we're stupid. But yeah, so gambling is fun, but... work is good too, so
nice.
Yeah, my company might hopefully open up an office. They're thinking about opening one up in Florida next year.
Oh shit!
Which would be really.
That's probably tempting for you, huh?
Oh, it would be hard not to, because our office is already getting so filled.
Yeah.
But we don't want to open up don't want to move into a larger office space because a core of the company is permanently remote still.
Mm-hmm.
So what they want to do is open up a satellite office, probably for tax purposes. When you open something up down in Florida, you save so much money, just because of everything tax related down there.
That's why everything's going to Austin too, right?
Yeah. Well, Austin's but there's a big difference with Austin and Miami. Is like
Miami actually seems fun. Austin seems like kind of annoying. I don't know.
The homeless still is like there's not an issue of homeless in Miami. I mean, like there is poverty obviously when you go there, but like you're not in the big city and in the streets of Miami seeing like
stepping over
homeless people or riding the subways or taking public transportation with. It's not like that.
Yeah.
Austin, I heard, is really bad with homeless still.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a buddy who went there recently. He was saying how. Yeah, you literally have to step over I don't want to do that.
that
are just
terrible.
sleeping on the street. Yeah, and Joe List, he got attacked by a homeless guy or something.
Oh shit, really?
Or not attacked. He they were yelling at him and stuff, and they threatened him, and then he ran away.
He probably was just being a bitch.
He looks very attackable though.
Yeah, he's got an attackable vibe.
Yeah, let me pull up Joe List. He just looks like a nerd.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He's such him and Mark Normand are funny because they kind of still do the comedy where you can look at young Joe List. That looks crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh no, this is some guy who looks like Joe List. I think.
It looks like him though.
Yeah, he really does. But anyway, him and Mark Normand are funny because they still do comedy that the average person can listen to,
right?
But they're still in with the edgier, crowd as well,
right?
It's kind of a funny dynamic that they have going.
Yeah, they say some really vulgar shit, random,
but
out of
in
nowhere.
That production-y kind of voice.
They'll be telling a story and then Joe will be like, "Shit on my ass, my dad fucked me," crazy shit like that. You know,
say that out of nowhere,
and you'll just be like, if the average person's listening to that, they'll be so confused.
Yeah. Because they just do the fucking stories and then they just randomly say that. Well, come on my tits. But those guys are wild.
I love them.
I'm honestly though I've slowed down pretty much to just Tim Dillon and Matt and Shane though.
Yeah, I could say.
Although
the same.
we probably have.
I listened to a good amount of
Bonfire.
Yeah, I listened to them on my way to they are literally my morning podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So they come
That's
out,
nice.
they release it like a full episode on Sirius XM, but what they do is they break it out into 5 episodes on Spotify, which I really like, honestly. So
Yeah, I feel like it's nice that it's smaller bits.
yeah, that's also easier to digest. So
Yeah.
they'll come on Monday mornings, like 8 a.m. release. I'll leave my house and I'll press play.
Yeah,
By the
that's
time
perfect.
my morning meeting starts, like I'll be done with it.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
it's like they're just so good together and they're so funny.
Yeah, Dan Soder and Big J.
Yeah. And the thing about them is like they're self-deprecating, but they know how to like ride on it instead of
Yeah.
it's just so good.
It doesn't just sound like somebody who's just like shitting on themselves.
Yeah.
It's like they're funny about
Yeah.
in a good way about it.
Yeah, because they had they had a Spanish intern in the Sirius XM office who had like a very thick accent, and like Dad was talking about how like Christine, Jay's girlfriend, was like gonna get with him, and Jay was doing this really good accent of like the dude flirting with Christine, and it was like I would laugh out loud on the train, like just listening by myself.
That's
I
funny.
legit don't listen to music nearly as much as I used to anymore.
Yeah.
I really just find myself listening to podcasts more and more.
Yeah. I mostly do the same. I just listen to podcasts and I have that Waking Up app still and they have like just like I don't know, philosophical kind of stuff. And I listen to that. There's this guy, Alan Watts. He died a long time ago, but he's just this guy who gives like really good talks.
Right.
Just about like, I don't know, philosophy and the human experience, all that shit. And then listen to that a lot. And then podcasts.
Podcaster, yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Lex too as well.
Oh yeah, Lex Friedman.
He's soothing as hell. Like to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And
It's so funny though, because I really like Lex, but the more you think about it, the weirder he is, like as a person.
Yeah.
He's kind of a freak. When he was saying like
yeah.
he said he went to the store and he like tweeted this. It was really funny. He was like, I was at a Walgreens and me and this lady did that funny dance you do when you try to walk past each other, and we just ended up hugging and then called it and then like said goodbye to one another. And then Tim Dillon was like,
What did he say?
he was like, local murder reported at Walgreens or something like that. He's like, so funny.
It's so good.
But yeah, it's like Lex is like, he's like unrealistically optimistic. It's like scary,
and that's what I kind of like.
but I do appreciate it.
I think obviously you can't be that optimistic with the real world, and you can't continue to you can't go about life
like there are
that.
just people who will
But
run
of course,
over
will run you over, and
Yeah.
he's in a position where he's privileged enough to honestly say that.
to not worry about getting trampled on.
Exactly. Like, and that's the right way of using the word privilege. Like, he can act to this level of optimistic because of where he's at in life.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, somebody who's like struggling to finish school or work 2 jobs can't just blindly see that same level of optimism. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Which is kind of why, like, when him and Michael Malice come on, it's like the exact yin and yang of each other speaking. It's like the total nihilist perspective, and then the total like,
Optimist.
we're gonna be safe no matter what happens, guys.
Yeah, it all works out.
We're gonna basically be in a nuclear war pretty soon.
I don't think so.
Eh,
You think they'll open up the sky?
my issue is it's like eventually
The
I-
no-fly zone?
I don't think no I don't think the U.S. is ever. I don't think it's going to be the U.S. doing something. I seriously think it's going to come down to just like impatience, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because like Putin's very old, and I'm like in the long run, I'm more or less
You think
just
he's gonna freak it?
yeah. He'll take it to his penthouse and he'll press it. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What stops someone in his position? You know, nothing.
From
nothing
just like
really.
dropping a bomb on somebody? I mean, he has no reason to, though. You know,
Well,
he wants to take more territory, I guess.
well, the issue is like he can bomb plenty. Well, I mean, he is bombing in plenty of places right now.
Mhm.
He could obviously avoid doing that now. But what's to say him just continue to keep shell? Well, I agree. I think like the shelling continuing until there's just no like end in sight is more believable.
Mhm.
But it's just like, could you imagine if Trump was president right now and this shit was going on, dude?
What do you think he'd do,
I
Donnie T?
I don't think he would open up the skies. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think we would be a lot less. Well, I think
No.
if he was president, people would be a lot more worried about what he's doing than what's going on in Russia. We
Yeah.
almost wouldn't even hear about it. I would imagine.
I would be worried about what he's doing because like just he's so because he first of all he's so polar
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Polarizing.
Yeah, so it's like you don't know if he could be like, well, we're going into World War III, you know? But it's also you
He's
don't know
going one way or the other for sure. He's gonna
Yeah.
be like,
if he's
well, we need gas.
yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't even rely that much on Russia, which is the crazy thing.
Oh, really?
Which-
So is oil prices only up because of what's going
America,
on? Not because of the sanctions?
it's nothing to do with the sanctions. America,
Damn, I needed a reason to hate on Joe.
yeah, but there are reasons to hate on him. But like, if you want
Yeah.
to look up the actual percentage of oil that America gets, I think it's less than 4% from Russia, and we are more than like, as of like last year, we are more than sustainable,
On our own.
on our own. Yeah. So yeah, less than 2%.
Oh wow.
So like, what I'm saying is what Joe Biden has done.
So why is gas so expensive right
Well,
now?
number one, we've stopped all production of like pipelines and we've stopped all fracking. And again, we've come to a point now with the science of fracking where we
Mhm.
do not affect water lines, we do not affect communities. They do it in such like distant remote areas now,
Right.
to the point where communities are not getting affected. And
Mhm.
again, it all starts from propaganda from a movie way back when about fracking.
I saw that documentary.
Yeah, which back then it was made sense because fracking was not regulated. It was harming people. But I talked to two different people who I know are geologists from my fraternity who graduated literal degrees in geology,
Mhm.
and like
These guys know rocks.
they fucking love rocks. The future of fracking is as clean as like solar energy.
Wow.
But it was such blind negligence on our end. We stopped that. We stopped pipelines. And I get it. Pipelines are invasive, the actual construction of them.
Mhm.
But if you can actually figure out how to do it, which they did without invading land, you got to do it. I mean, Trump, I think the average gas price under Trump through all 4 years was like 270 something,
Mhm.
like 280. The average gas price right now is like 420. It's the highest it's ever
Mhm.
been in the history of this country,
Yeah. Wow.
which is crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean,
And you see Stephen Colbert telling people like, go buy Tesla, go buy Teslas.
uh huh.
It's because he's
Yeah.
saying like, I don't mind paying more.
Yeah, it's so odd. I mean, that you still need stuff like natural gases to even make electricity too, right? So
Breaking news: AOC announced that she's running for president.
really,
Yeah,
no way.
I'm voting for her.
We're breaking news here on the Sam and Leo show.
Breaking news: I'm voting for AOC, folks. It's happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I might not even vote. I don't even care anymore.
I just want to move to a remote island.
I think I'll just keep doing like quote unquote wasted votes and just vote on somebody who I actually like, even though it'll probably won't win.
That's what I did. That's what I did in basically every election I've ever voted in.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton,
Joe Jorgensen,
wasted. Joe Jorgensen, wasted.
wasted.
Next time, I'm writing in Francesco Capelli.
You
My
can
friend.
rate yourself in, right?
Yeah, you could. You could.
I'm voting Kanye next time.
Kanye next time. You might have a chance this time.
He might actually have a chance.
Like The Rock versus Kanye.
I appreciate what he said about NFTs. At least he was like, "I'm not doing NFTs. Real connections, real shit. Real. This is real life.
Don't talk to me about NFTs.
Don't
right
fucking talk. Yeah, don't talk to me about NFTs right now. I'm doing real shit.
Kanye is such a lunatic, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's
man.
been pretty radio silent last week, but him
Mhm.
and Skeety.
Skeet Davidson.
Skeet.
Was that text conversation real?
Yeah.
Wow. My friend. Fuck. What did he say? Wait, let me just pull it up because it was really funny.
Skeet Davidson's ass.
But yes, him and Skeet Davidson.
They were fucking going at it, man.
They're just like constantly
Two peas in a pod.
Bumping heads
just
now.
bumping. Just touching tips, dude.
but it's such a weird thing how public he's making it, because I really thought it was just for the
Right.
album, but then the album released and I guess he's kind of quieted down.
Yeah, he's really quieted down. I feel like he's kind of just like taking that like backseat to
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Backseat to just like letting the album rock or what?
Yep. Yeah, just to not trying to invade Kim Kardashian's life.
Uh-huh.
You know, because Pete Davidson is dating her, and he's kind of just being like some over obsessive ex-husband now at this point,
Yeah.
which isn't cool. Kanye is Fox, man. I was talking to the ladies, and I gotta say, it's not cool that you was fighting with all the women and Pete Davidson and calling him Skeet and telling him you're gonna beat his ass, and they just want to listen to the old Kanye. That was my Jamie Foxx.
All right,
impression.
whatever.
It wasn't that
I
good.
can't find it, but he was just like, wow, they're such dangerous levels of psycho. Like both him and Pete Davidson is so obvious.
Also, Kanye could,
These guys are just fucking
if
crazy.
Kanye wanted to, he could probably have his fans kill Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, this
without
is
a doubt.
it's so funny though. Like this is what the country has come to.
Yeah.
Use just people like the fucking casual talk is now about fucking psychopaths, like mentally ill rich people
Yep.
that are in the limelight.
Mentally rich, and mentally ill.
Yeah, they're definitely financially rich.
And mentally, like I feel Kanye has spoken to some of the.
True. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like Kanye is a really talented artist.
Yeah, no, I think Kanye is a unique exception from like actual like other celebrities who are nutcases.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, like I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
some
not,
of them are crazy, but are also just not that.
like the influence that Kanye has is different than like I don't know. You could name any other stupid celebrity,
Yeah.
but he really from fashion to music alone. I mean, he's a fucking idiot and he's a psycho and he's bipolar, but everybody follows him in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of crazy to think about.
Hate him. I guess it's like a Trump thing. It's like love him or hate him. You're still tuning in, I guess.
Yeah, and you're tuning in.
Damn, you're
like,
going.
Yeah, I don't
you're going
know.
off.
I don't feel it. Look at you a little bit more.
What were you saying?
No, I just
Easy.
it's just crazy how, I mean, the Gap, the Yeezy brand itself, Adidas,
The
Nike.
Gap? He influenced the Gap.
He's the main designer now for
Wow.
the Gap.
That's so crazy.
Like Yeezy and the Gap are together now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's crazy.
And none of like the intersection between hip hop, or I guess just hip hop and fashion, never really stretched past like tracksuits with Run
Yeah.
DMC and like general like Coogee like I don't know like gangster wear.
Yeah.
Kanye like really built like you create your own brand and you make this stuff and people will come to you.
Yeah.
Like he changed that about everything, and now every artist has like even the fucking McDonald's collab with
Mhm.
Travis Scott doing like a McDonald's collab.
Yeah.
That's
Barbecue sauce.
the barbecue sauce. None of that happens without the crossover from Kanye signing him, Kanye
Yeah, yeah.
finding him. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is pretty insane. Pusha T is also very fashionable.
Did you see he just did a song with Arby's?
Oh, I saw
He did a
that,
diss track.
but I didn't hear the song. Was it funny?
It wasn't bad. McDonald's diss.
He made the ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
loving it.
crazy.
How fucking crazy is that? Arby's X Pusha T Spicy Fish diss track. We don't have to listen to it right now, but that's so funny. Wait, so he worked with Arby's to make a diss track at
Yeah.
McDonald's?
Yep.
Damn,
I wonder how
he
much
switched up on him
How much you think you got paid for that?
for the Arby's song.
Yeah.
Probably more than the jingle actually
Probably
for
more-
McDonald's.
yeah,
'cause
probably more than-
McDonald's fucked him over for that.
Wait, they fucked him over?
Yeah, he didn't like make much from it.
Oh wow.
Even though it's like the main. I guess I also haven't been watching much TV, but I don't really hear it that much anymore. I'm
Yeah.
loving it.
I don't even see them like ads. I don't watch TV at all anymore. The only ads I see are during like
Talking to
Knicks games. The only ads I see are during the Knicks games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why? Wait. What is it? Your favorite sports book with Jesse?
My favorite
you're-
DraftKings.
No. Aaron Paul, Jesse from Breaking Bad. He's like, if something isn't your favorite sports book, you have to ask yourself, why isn't blank your favorite sports book or some shit like
Yeah.
that?
And then
What sports book is it though?
BetMGM, not MGM.
No. Let's just look it up.
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul Sportsbook.
Bet 365
Yeah. I guess so.
over. It's such a stupid
It's
commercial.
such a dumb ad.
Is he? He's a bad.
Jesse.
He's a bad actor, right?
Bitch. I think he plays Jesse very well,
And
but
that's it.
And that's it. Yeah. Like he's a very one-trick pony.
Hey, bitch.
Yes, science. Yo, Mr. White.
Mm. Yo, Mr. White.
If Bet 365 isn't it's a funny picture. Oh, wait.
If Bet 365 isn't your favorite sports book,
You have to ask yourself, why isn't Bet365 your favorite sports book? Some shit like that. I wish we knew it.
Let me tell you
exactly.
something, Kenny. Bet365 is my favorite sports book. And, let me tell you something, Leandro. If you're not using Bet365,
That's a good Jesse impression.
that's my Charles Barkley.
Oh, Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley here for
That's
Bet365.
pretty good.
Charles Barkley here for Bet365. And I'm here to tell you that if this ain't your favorite sports book, then what's your favorite sports book?
I appreciate. I don't like his takes, but I like that he keeps it real.
He's based as hell.
He's very based. So is Shaq, honestly.
Shaq, he's gotten
you
more based.
Did you see? Yeah, true. Did you see him on
he
Milk Boys pod?
No.
Oh, he went on. It was a couple months ago, but he's just dropping life lessons like the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, they had on Trump and it got removed.
Yeah.
It got 3.6 million views in 5 hours.
Yeah. What do you
Nuts.
think? I'm kind of excited. I mean, I'm not excited for the chaos, but I
Oh, no,
kind
I'm
of
not.
am curious to see what next election is going to be like.
It's going to be
It's
nightmare.
going to be
fuel.
horrible.
It's going to be
I mean, I don't really
real
talk
nightmare
to anybody
fuel.
anymore who is that much like into politics anyway.
Yeah, I mean, because people are like fine with it. It'll come back again.
Yeah, that's true.
But
It'll
I've
be
also
back into the like the news cycle and
Yeah.
everybody talking about bullshit all the time again.
I've made a real effort to cut that shit out, though. Like, I don't want it to come back. I
Cut
mean,
the toxicity
yeah.
out of your life.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a war going on right now. We're in like World War 2.5 right now.
You think so?
I mean, dude,
Like
we're,
Lion King 1.5?
yeah, exactly. But like, you know how this is basically it's always been a proxy war between America and
That's
Russia.
the thing. Everywhere is just like dumping weapons into whatever
Yeah, so it's just like
side you
this
want to
is.
fight. Nobody actually sends their troops anymore.
But that's the issue here. It's like this has now come to a point where it is so close from it's riding the line now. You know, that's
Mhm.
like this no-fly zone shit is like the thing that snaps it to cause the world war.
Yeah,
it's
but
the
I don't
bullet
think-
that shoots our
I don't think we'll do it though.
I don't think we will either, but I'm just saying like
It's scary that it is a
we've-
possibility.
we've never in our lifetimes come to the point where there's just now one decision that determines whether or not we're in a world war.
Mhm.
You know, it's just that's all it is. So it's
Mhm.
kind of like
Pretty neat.
pretty
cool stuff.
Pretty rad, brother. Work
I
will be
think-
canceled.
It's so funny. There was one.
COVID's over.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
They just ended the mask stuff in my gym.
really.
I'm so
Thank
happy.
God.
Thank God.
Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, and it's. I don't even mind the war stuff. At least it doesn't impact my everyday life anymore.
Yeah, that's the important.
It's so funny. Like there was that one time I think I was listening to Sagar talk to somebody. I can't remember. It might have been Joe Rogan. It might have been somebody else. But he was like, he was in a cab, and the Uber driver was like, "Oh, should I care about the deficit?" And then Sagar was like, "Well, do you care about the deficit?" He's like, "I don't really think so. Like, it doesn't really affect me." He's like, "Then you don't have to worry about it."
Yeah, that's
And it's like that, you know, like
yeah.
if COVID affected our daily lives, which made it fucking annoying. So, but
COVID
this
is the worst.
this is just another major talking point for news networks and stuff, so they can keep their 24-hour cycle going.
It's true, but it is yeah. This is.
I mean, obviously it's real, but it's like there's people fucking dying every day.
yeah, it's
everywhere.
different though. Like
It's
I
like
get
when-
I get the Yemen comparison. Like I was listening to them, but it just like when they make fun of like Trevor Noah
Mm-hmm.
and like Stephen Colbert for like riding the line between like political commentator and comedian. It's like they're also doing the same thing simultaneously. And Russia moving on the Ukraine like another first world country it's really crazy,
Mm-hmm.
especially because it just also highlights how pussy NATO and the UN are,
Yeah,
which is the really the craziest part.
yeah, they're really not going to do.
They've got
Well,
little,
also Ukraine isn't part of NATO.
no, that's the thing. They're NATO's all these empty threats saying you'll never move on NATO land. Meanwhile, they're staring at a first world nation who was trying to become a part of the EU, who's trying to become a part of it, get nothing.
Yeah. Although there's some weird, I don't know, there's so much shit. There's like they were showing before like some soldiers
Mhm.
and they had like some logo on and it
Mhm.
was like the black sun. It's like a Nazi logo or some shit.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
like,
that.
what the fuck is going on there? And then I like when Tim Dillon talks about how like Gary, Indiana looks like Ukraine does now. So,
It's funny.
so wild.
It's true. You see how they tape up all the looters?
All the looters?
You see what they do to the looters in the Ukraine?
No.
Like, look at this. It's like obviously there's like, there's no real. It's martial law, so there's not really. Any,
You can just do whatever you want.
Yeah. So, look at this.
If I'm a dude in the Ukraine, though, I'm leaving.
Oh hell yeah! I mean,
Right?
That's
I
what
mean,
was
you
saying.
have to. They say you have to stay, but
That's what I
no.
was saying about Americans. Like, if this ever happened here, you would never get the level of like support from the people who are fighting over there.
Uh huh.
Look, that's what they do to people who are looting in the Ukraine.
Holy
right now.
shit!
Yeah. I know, right?
What? Who is
It's
taping
just-
them?
It's just like locals, people who are
People
like
like-
trying to protect their stuff.
Nah, stop looting. This guy got his pants
Yeah, I
down.
know.
That's funny. Damn, that's crazy.
Right?
Well, when
lot of
when do
them-
you untape them?
I don't know. A lot of them are like Russian people.
My shoulder just cracked.
Ooh, that was tasty.
A lot of them are Russian. What?
Like Russian people who living in the Ukraine.
Oh, ethnic Russians.
yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Oh, tremendous amount. Yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff. I guess because the fact that it's white people fighting too is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Usually that doesn't happen.
It's funny. I'm looking at a video of Cardi B riding a teacup with her security right next to them in another teacup. It's pretty funny.
See, this is what we need more of. We don't need to worry about.
And then the security in another teacup right there, just watching.
Is that her child with her?
Yeah.
Her kid?
Her and Offset's kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're at 50 minutes, sir.
I'm ready to suck a dick.
All right. Let's
Let's go suck
let's
a
do it.
dick.
Turn the cameras off and we'll go to town, I guess. All right. GG's, we're good. Oh.
I thought we were done.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were about to do some shit.
I thought we were about to get silly with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, let's get silly with it. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. All right.
Joe Biden's gonna die before the 2024 election.
Thanks for listening.